Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Kendrick. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Kendrick. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Kendrick. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Third and 9 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Kendrick. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Still plenty of time, but they're going to go hurry up anyways. One more time with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Ayuk once again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. They go play action here. Purdy, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
49ers nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
You ain't going nowhere.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Now Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on second down. Kendrick, throw left side, complete. That's Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 3. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. To throw on second down, Kendrick. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Nevis on to attempt the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Purdy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off play action. Kendrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Kendrick. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Throwing on 3rd and long. Kendrick. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Purdy now to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ayuk goes in motion. Purdy on 4th down.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Kendrick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trap 60. 79 Bronco. Street.
Ayuk goes in motion.
You ain't got nothing to
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
70 range. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's a give to Gibson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Bronco switch. Smash.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Check. Panther 11.
On the counter, Gibson.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Washington,
you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout.
I can get it gone in a blink. We can make a from the same. He